Hi, everybody. I just wanted to hop on and share a personal experience with you. And it's kind of tapping into the physical body and where I'm at in my life, and the work that was posted today and what the result was for me. Now, this is going to really hit home for anybody who maybe has felt like they've been stuck in freeze mode for quite a long time and not able to really take action in their life, maybe because they don't feel safe. So that's kind of been my story, where things have been really, really tight in the hip area, and it has created a lot of tightness and pain and injury in my low back and chronic tight hip flexors. And so in the last day or so, I've been tapping in intuitively to my body and just getting messages about the physical body and the masculine and the feminine energy. So if you know anything about masculine and feminine energy, we have both masculine and feminine energy that live within us. And typically the feminine energy is connected to the right brain, which is connected to the left side of the body. And the masculine is the left part of the brain connected to the right side of the body. And so if you have injuries and ailments that are showing up on the left side, usually it's connected to your feminine energy and the feminine type characteristics that we have. And then the right side would be connected to more the masculine characteristics. Okay. Now, diving even deeper, I've had this intuitive message for quite a few years that more the front of the body is considered the feminine and more the back of the body is considered the masculine. And I see that as because, our heart sits here and we open ourselves up to other people, which is a very receiving type position, which is feminine, and also opening up the hips in the front area is a very receiving type position. And also the stomach is like our birthing center, our creativity. And for women who have had children, that's where you hold your child, is in the front. So it's very feminine. And on the back side, it's connected to more the masculine, because I see it carries the spine and the structure, and the glutes as being that support system. And for us to have optimal health mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, it's about finding that balance between the masculine and the feminine energy. And for me personally, today's workout was very posterior chain driven. So a lot of glute activation and that power center, which is a very masculine type energy of forcing things and pushing and moving things forward into life. And if the feminine is not ready to move forward because, she's stuck in that freeze mode, whether she doesn't feel safe, she doesn't feel secure, she's not trusting her inner guidance and her creativity within and her intuition, when the masculine comes in and starts forcing and pushing forward, that can cause a lot of resistance. So today, as I was going through the workout, I was noticing that because it's a lot of posterior chain, masculine type energy, as I started to do the movements, I started to get even tighter and almost kind of like swelling in the front of my body. And I was like, oh, isn't that interesting? I've experienced this before. And as I tapped in intuitively, it was like, I'm forcing my feminine to move forward before she's ready to. And that's what that resistance is that I'm feeling in my body. And this even goes to from a standpoint of stretching your body and opening things up. Now, if you try to say open your chest up and stretch that out before you're ready, most likely you're going to get a contraction, which is going to end up pulling you forward. And the same thing with opening up the hips or stretching out your hip flexors. If you try to force it to happen before it's ready, you can get a lot of extra tension and end up being even tighter. So this whole journey is about tapping into your physical body. It's not about forcing anything. So when you're doing any of your workouts, really, really, really watch, how do you feel? It doesn't matter what is programmed for the day. Just tap into your body and how it feels. And if something is not feeling aligned, and if something feels like it's being forced, then you really want to get connected and ask your body, like, what's going on here? Like, what is actually feeling forced? What's not feeling safe? Where am I not feeling supported? Where am I not trusting myself? And just really get connected to that and just listen to it. And so for me today, I stopped the workout because I was like, well, this is actually counterintuitive. And if I look back into the past of my CrossFit days, I would have bypassed this and I would have said, no, the intention today is to do this workout and I need to do it, because if I don't, then I didn't complete the thing. I'm going to fall off my results. I'm not going to reach my goals. I'm going to lose strength. But now, just where we are on our evolutionary journey, there's no more forcing is allowed, because it's going to have worse results on your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your spiritual body. So you really got to get connected to your physical body and what it's telling you. And if it's too much, you need to stop. Obviously, there's times where there's parts of us that can start to be in resistance to moving forward, and because it's not safe at all, and then stay in freeze mode. But we need to start moving, and we need to teach those parts that it's actually safe, but we don't want to push it too far, right? Like, we want to be taking baby steps forward, because baby steps forward is what's going to win the race, right? Like, what is it? The turtle and the hare? I don't remember. One of those stories, like the turtle won. I can't remember the story, but you know what I mean? Like, we want to make sure we continually are taking baby steps forward, which means that you need to continually be checking in with your body to see what's correct for it. And if it doesn't feel safe, you got to check in and see, why does it not feel safe? So that's the next step for me, is I need to check in and be like, okay, so what is aligned for me to start strengthening in my glutes? Or maybe I did enough glute strengthening yesterday with all those step ups, and my body's like, no, now we need to kind of just bring a little more yin energy to the body, and maybe some Reiki. Just bring some soothing energy to the physical body. So just felt really aligned to share that with you today. So you know, if you're feeling that, I want to give you permission to listen to your body and to change things the way you need to um, while you're in your workouts. And don't force anything. Don't force anything. Just little baby steps forward. Pushing into a tiny bit of resistance is good, but not so much resistance that everything tightens up. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and comment below if you have any questions or if you have any stories, to share about this. Just whatever comes up from you, I would love to hear. We'll talk to you soon.